Costello.
Mr Speaker, in the last moments of the House sitting before the recent two-week recess, we were forced to endure insult and indignity in this House by the dishonourable speech given by an MP who we had accommodated his desire to give a departing speech. An MP who had spent, in terms of the life of this Parliament, a matter of moments here. We had to endure a narrative that was not only an insult to members of this side of the House, but to the party that brought that member to this Parliament. The member was an MP in a party led by two women, yet we were told this is a hostile and toxic place unless you're a cis white man in a black suit and a briefcase. Mr Speaker, let us pause and reflect on the makeup of this Parliament and identify the number of cis white men with black suits and briefcases. And let us look at the history of this House, the shoulders on whom we all stand. Our first Māori MP was elected in 1867. James Carroll, Peter Buck, Aparana Ngata, Maui Paumari, Iriaka Maturatina, the first female Māori MP who served for 20 years. Whetu Tirakatini Sullivan, the first female minister, and at the time she left Parliament, was the longest serving female MP. And what of Georgina Bayer, the first in the world transgender MP, serving 2 terms of Parliament? And I would also look at my own party, Mr Speaker, led by Mr Winston Peters, who has carved out a political legacy that is unrivalled, not because he is a cis white man, but because he is a statesman unrivalled for his political acumen. And our deputy leader, a true champion of Māoridom, of the provinces, and most importantly, a Māori Dalmatian who could far unlikely be described as a cis white man that is apparently needed to survive in this House. And let us also not ignore our youngest wahine, Hannah Rafferty Maihi Clark, who has paved a proud place in our political landscape and without doubt could not be categorised as a cis white man. I cite this legacy because I want to put the record straight following the insult laid at all of our feet because we were told we had to be cis white men to succeed. I am appalled that a member of this House talked of a political system imposed on our land. What an insult to our proud legacy, the country that was the first to give women the vote in the world. The cowardice and ignorance of that parting shot by a member who did nothing to use the privilege afforded by being an MP in this Parliament. To throw parting shots, run out the door, believing there would be no right of reply. Well, Mr Speaker, I am replying. Yes, to stand in this place requires fortitude. It requires strength, it requires character, it requires courage, and it requires determination, but it does not require any of us to have to be a cis white man to succeed. It is a privilege and an honour to be here. It behoves each of us to forge relationships, find common ground, but most of all, to show up. Not only did this member insult us, our legacy and this House, but in the same speech called for revolution that must, I quote, rise up from the land and from the people. That message was clear. And then, in the last days, the party that Benjamin Doyle represented has been associated with the Rising Up, an attack on a Minister of the Crown's home. But apparently, we are to believe it is a really long bow to draw to suggest there is a connection. Well, I think not, Mr Speaker. To stand here is an honour, to serve is a privilege, and here is the place you prove your worth. And if you can't handle the heat, you are welcome to leave. But do not sling mud at our democracy and our legacy, and do not for 1 minute suggest that only cis white men can succeed. Neither our race or our sexual identity is relevant. We succeed because of the content of our character. We succeed because we stand up, because we show up, and we do the hard work that needs to be done every single day. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.